What is up, everybody? Listen, I know this ain't the studio. Well, the studio's internet's out. So we doing it this way here tonight. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Wrestle Wire. I will do my best because I'm running on a laptop I don't generally use, using a tethered hotspot to try to make this work. Uh David, unfortunately, will probably not make it here tonight. David is doing some things. He's actually doing some post production commentary work this evening. So, at any rate, here I am. Ryan Emerson, the host of Wrestle Wire. We're here tonight. Uh, what did everybody think? Yeah, man, it's just me, Thomas. It is just me. Yeah, I doubt David shows up at all tonight, folks. I really do. I'm not sure. He may not. I don't know. I had no idea the internet was out at my house. I just got here at like 7:50. So I was scrambling to get the kids settled and scrambling to get trying to get the internet to work. And unfortunately, I guess the internet's just out in the area and I didn't know about it. More than likely, it's still related to this hurricane thing, even though we've had internet for a while. I know the fiber splicers have been in the area, trying to reconnect and fix things for everybody else. So likely that's what's going on. Anyway, welcome to the show. And dude, Wrestle Dream was crazy, right? So much going on there. There was a lot. There was a ton of matches. AEW does that. They stack their cards out with a ton of matches. Mox is your new champion for AEW. Cool. Is Daniel Bryan done? Or Brian Danielson, sorry. Is Dragon done? I don't know. Is that a storyline they're going to continue with? Possibly, potentially. Um, there's so many different things that could come out of that. Uh, I actually do feel like this is going to be your BCC heel run, Mox heel run, and I kind of got the vibe that Darby's going to be the one to dethrone Mox. But that's just me, and we'll see where it goes from here. Um, Tommy said, I didn't watch Wrestle Dream. Was at DPW, one of the best shows I've been to all year. Dude, awesome. I know DPW does do some serious work. Like I said, I've been out for a while. I was out due to health related issues. And right now, unless a different phone call comes my way, the very next show I'll be working or attending is in November. It'd be November 16th, I believe it is. We'll check it later. We'll see it in a bit. Um, yeah. Uh, like I say, Missy, I was gone for a bit. It's been a while. I was gone for most of the month of September. Had some chest pains. And I wanted to get checked out. And after I got checked out by folks, I was told to take it easy. So that's what I did. I turned off pretty much everything. I would still share stuff on social media or talk to folks or whatever. I just wasn't answering a bunch of questions. Um, but after my realistically, it was I guess my pulse rate was insane. I was standing still. So worked that show that Saturday for Cole down there in Lexington for Pro Wrestling Union. We did a show in Lexington. Worked that show, and on the way home that night, I looked at my friend who was driving. I was like, "Hey, man, I don't feel right. I feel really run down." Well, the next day I was having some severe chest pains, and I finally got checked out. That was Sunday. I finally got checked out Tuesday, and they were like, "Yeah, all your numbers are in range. Everything's fine." I'm like, "Okay." Went to the doc, or I think the only thing wrong with me then was like my sugar, but that was definitely due to my diet that day. Uh, Went that Thursday, got checked out. Sugar was back in range, and the only thing they were like, you got a slight B12 deficiency, so take a vitamin and do some exercise and stuff, and just work on your diet. My diet had been trash for a while. When I was working full time, I was on meal prep, but I wasn't working full time anymore. I was just working when I could work or working wherever I could. So I was enjoying my time at home with the kids and able to do stuff for other people, friends, family, whatever, just taking care of folks, man. But anyway, then we had the hurricane, and that took everybody out for a week. Um, I was lucky to be able to come back when I came back from that hurricane. Yeah, but no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm already good. I'm already back. I already, I reached out to everybody. I was like, hey, my pulse is back in check. I got checked that Friday night by a friend of mine who had a pulse thing. Um, one of those they put it on your finger or whatever and tells you your pulse. And I'm standing there, and my pulse was at like 120, and normal's between 80 and 100. So I was just trying to, be cautious. I guess is the way to put it. I wanted to be cautious because, man, when I get in that ring and I catch that energy from the crowd, I'm standing there and I'm shaking because it's so infectious to me. But yeah, you were at that show, Tommy. I remember. Um, I'm like I say, I'm good. I'm ready to go back to whenever anybody calls me. I will, I'll be there if I can make it and the deal's right. But you know, I know this Saturday or this Friday and Saturday there's shows coming up. Unfortunately, I'm already busy doing other things this weekend, so I won't be anywhere this weekend that most people will know where I'm at. Anyway, damn. Uh, let's see here. Is the Wire going to be at WrestleCade this year? At this point in time, the answer is no. The Wire will not be at WrestleCade this year. Um, like David and I said last week, we've got a lot of things coming up and changing in our personal lives. Um, I'll, I'm pretty much an open book. I really don't hide anything from anybody. I really don't care to. Um, I'm going through a divorce on top of looking for the next opportunity for work. So there's that. Um, it's like I had some other things take precedence, and now I need to focus on family stuff and priorities and whatnot. And David got accepted to a college, and it's awesome, and it's really going to jumpstart his future and his career. So we've got things that are going on that are taking us out of what we're allowed, or what we were able to do in wrestling. And it's just the way things happen. It's not like it's not like we're going away forever. It's not like we're going to be taking, a bunch of time off. It's going to be, if David can make it, David can make it. If I can make it, I can make it. If we can both make it, we'll both make it. And if we can't, okay, we can't. And I mean, like that's pretty much all I can do at this point in time is just go with that. I'm not paying any attention to this thing tonight. So either way, I heard a lot about Wrestle Dream. I didn't watch it. I generally do not watch the AEW pay per views. I go and catch. Yeah, my mic shouldn't be unmuted at all because there we go. Anyway, the Wire is not going to be at WrestleCade this year, as far as I know. We were there last year, but yeah, we got some stuff that we've got to focus on to keep everything running and keep everything going. In wrestling and with the podcast and with everything else, you still gotta have yeah, I got it fixed. Thank you, Missy. Yep, sound went out. I got it. It's trying. I guess I wonder if it's doing that because of my internet. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure which system wanted to act up on me now, and moving my headset would not go over very well right now either. Um, it would have to do an install, and I was like, no, I'm just going to go live, and we're going to call it a day. We're going to do what we can with this. Anyway, Happy spooky season. That's right. Mater, what's up? Yep, man. Look, I'm out here in the dark. You never know what's going to pop out at night. The other night I was out here, man, and I heard owls like right there. I'm pointing like right there because they were like right there. And they were just going off back and forth. It was wild. And I hadn't heard an owl in years. I don't remember hearing them here at all. I remember hearing them in Virginia at work or, in Maryland where I lived, but I don't remember hearing them down here in South Carolina. And I've been here 10 years now. But anyway, all sorts of good stuff going on for everybody. Everything's looking on the up. It's just trying to make sure we balance everything in order to get that going on. Halloween Havoc is right around the corner. Got any predictions? What is Halloween Havoc? Is that the XWW show coming up? Is that what's Halloween Havoc? Is that the NXT show? Like dude, I'm way out. You heard those hybrid armadillos up that way, man? Maybe. I seen some. The first time I ever saw an armadillo was here. I was heading into Georgia on some weird bridge down south of Anderson. Um, like it was below Anderson. I don't even remember where I was going. I know I was going somewhere to buy a vehicle. I think I was buying a truck for a buddy of mine. Anyway, that that was the first time I'd ever seen an armadillo in the wild, and I was like, dude, that's wicked. I've never seen one before, so I thought it was pretty cool. Anyway, back to the wrestling stuff, dude. I don't believe that there is a better thing going on right now than as far as storyline and watching something unfold than what we're dealing with in the current Bloodline saga. I know I say that a lot, but I really mean it because the WWE puts out so much content, and for them to have specific writers dedicated to specific acts really makes everything kind of flow way better. The story working with Jimmy and Jay now, and you got Sammy. What's Sammy doing? Is Sammy gonna help out? There's gonna be a lot. Okay. XWW is Halloween Massacre. NXT is Halloween Havoc. I actually have not even heard the card for either one of those. So I haven't even looked to see what's going on. The Judgment Day storyline is so good. Yep. Right. Exactly. I agree entirely. The Judgment Day storyline, and now was it the Tower Twins or the Terror Twins or whatever they're calling themselves? That the whole thing works. Works really well. So, geez, you can tell it's done dropped in temperature out here. This thing's a little wow, that sucks. I'm not out of fluid. The whole way that they're doing the Judgment Day story, the Finn Balor story, everything's coming along with him. I'm a big supporter of the way the stories are going. Okay. I'm not sure how Roxanne and Cora are going to get along because I know Cora at one point was prime for that spot. So I feel like Cora's going to turn on Roxanne. Um, I like Cora Jade. And then going up against Gulia and Stephanie, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun match, no matter what, because all four of those women are insanely talented. So it's going to be really solid. Ethan Page trying to get his rematch in against Trick. I think he's going to lose the rematch. I realistically am ready to see Ethan Page go ahead and get a jump to the main roster. Say what you want, doubt me if you want, whatever you want. I don't care. Ethan Page, LA Knight, the promo game alone is worth it. Ethan Page and Punk, oh man, that's got some stank on it right there. Even though I don't know how they would put that together. I don't know how they would put that together yet, but I could see that being a match in another year or so. That'd be a fun one. The promo alone from all those guys would be fantastic. I'm not against LA Knight and Punk at some point either. I think that'd be a really fun match. Scotty Brooks saying TNA, TNA, TNA. Dude, TNA is killing it right now. And for people that aren't paying attention, I am so sorry you're not paying attention to this. Here's my thing. You've got a company that recognized what they needed to change, and they've changed it. They have gone on the road. They have started booking not little mini venues. It's not indie show venues. These are still decent couple thousand seat arena venues, and they are able to get these places sold out. They're selling out. They're doing really well. Their stories are going good. Their talent they're pulling in. They're bringing people we know into this. Scotty Brooks was on Impact the other night. For those of you who didn't know, spotlight Scotty Brooks, who was a guest co-host while I was gone. He was on TNA Impact the other Thursday night. It's fantastic, dude. Big congrats to him. Honestly, look at the wrestlers in our area, right? You've got a guy who's got a decent body, a good work ethic, smooth in the ring. Why not? That's what it boils down to in the end. You've got guys out there like Drew Hood, right? Damn sure could do it. You got guys out there like Cam Jackson, damn sure could do it. There are a plethora of men and women in our area that could be on that stage and could be on that screen. And Scotty just happened to be one of them that was picked. And the guy deserves it too. You can't anybody discrediting him for that is, you're nuts. You're out of your mind. The dude worked his ass off to get what he got, and I couldn't be prouder or more proud of him. And I'm actually honored to call Scotty Brooks a friend. So there's that. In a world where friendship can mean a whole bunch of different things, I'm very happy to call Scotty Brooks a friend of mine. So it is nice out. It's a little cool. It's a little cool out here, but it is nice outside. TNA has so many good talent. Chris Bay, Speedball Mike Bailey. The wrestler next to me is one half of the Knockouts Tag Champs. Right. Dude, they've got so many great talents. I believe that they were underappreciated for a long time. The company was. Scott D'Amore did a great job of turning it around. I give so much credit to Scott D'Amore. Tommy Dreamer's done a great job. Bully Ray's done a great job. They're doing the right things. Look at Alexander Hammerstone. Bringing in Alexander Hammerstone was a big deal for them because that guy is killer work ethic, great in the ring, excellent look. I mean, he's the package. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just kind of how I feel about it. I feel like TNA is picking up the people that it needs to bring in as opposed to bringing in everybody like some of the other companies do. They just hire everybody and call it a day. But either way, we're not going to be on super long tonight. I can go ahead and tell you that here and now. It's not going to be a real long show. But TNA's doing great. You know what? Matter of fact, y'all give me wait a minute. Nope, don't have that. What I'm getting at is this: there's a lot of great TV to watch. There's a lot of great wrestling to watch on TV. You don't have to pick and choose which ones you watch. You can watch them all. I don't have time to watch them all, so I do pick and choose what I watch. When it becomes to where it's all on demand or all streaming and available to pick up and play wherever I want, whenever I want, I'll do that. I get to watch about maybe 30 minutes of NXT, maybe 30 minutes of AEW. And then normally, we're on the same time as TNA, so I have to go back and watch it or go catch the clips of it. Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, provided I'm not on the road or doing things, I'm watching those. But that's about it. That's just how it is, at least for me. But wrestling as a whole is in a great place, and I'm glad it's finally getting out of that mud show look that it had had for years. Um, even here on our local scene, here in the indies, uh, look at the turnaround that a lot of places are doing. A lot of your companies here are pulling talent in from extra areas or other areas or further away because they want a different product. They want a different experience. They don't want to book the same 7 people you see on every wrestling poster out there. They want to book other people because they don't want their show to look the same as everybody else. And that's a big deal. When you're in this market, right? And you've got the same champion across 7 companies. Are all 7 companies only booking that guy, or are all 7 companies knowing that he's the next big thing and they want their name attached to him? There's a little bit of a give and take there, and people got to recognize that. They really do. Um, like I said, I know this video looks rough, and you can see the reflection of the screens in my glasses and whatever. I don't care. But the overall is, man, look, you should know me well enough to know that I'm not going to say anything that is not true, and I'm not going to blow smoke up anybody's butt. That's just not who I am. But Scotty, thank you for stepping in while I had to take some time, and you know, uh, thank you for being you, dude. It's you know wild as hell during the hurricane. That guy's calling me to check on me. His area is getting mangled too, where he lives at up in North Carolina. My area is getting mangled. Scotty's calling me every day, every other day, whatever, checking on me, trying to help me find stuff because, man, we were running our butts off trying to find anything and everything. I ended up way up in North Carolina trying to find, um, you know, generators and gas and food and everything else. I was driving all the way into Charlotte from Spartanburg. I didn't have the problems other people had in Spartanburg because I found what I was looking for. Everybody else was down here trying to scrounge what they could together. I left town and found everything easier way up there. It's just easier for me to drive 2 hours or an hour and a half than it was for me to go wait in line somewhere and maybe get something you want. See here, I've seen how many people Wrestling Evolution, HWA, XW, ACCW, some promotions are thriving right now. Yeah. Um, all these companies are doing their thing. They're all kicking butt right now, and it's great. Um, there's a lot there's a lot out there for you people to enjoy as a wrestling fan. Um, and I hope people take that chance and go see that indie show because if you see 5 different companies indie shows, you're going to have 5 different experiences. Don't let one turn you off from all of them. That's not the way to be. Okay. Like turnouts for indie shows are better than ever around here. They definitely are. They're definitely doing some good things here. Um, let's see here. I know that we are going to get into some indie stuff here in a minute. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give everybody a chance because there's 5 people right now watching at least. Because some people know how to manipulate the system. And you don't have to click the video to be able to watch and listen. But here's what you got. Here's what you got. You've got about 30 to 45 seconds at best. Go ahead and send me some questions, whatever you want to ask away, and I'm going to answer it as soon as I get back. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Nobody asked anything. How dare you? How dare you? How dare nobody ask me anything? I'm surprised. Actually, I'm not. Uh, I'm amazed I didn't. Look, I might get canceled for this. I'm wearing an old look. It even says Redskins. I might get canceled because I'm wearing an old Redskins jacket. Oh, here we go. Who's the most underrated wrestler in the Carolinas? Underrated wrestler in the Carolinas. Probably going to get hit for saying this. Underrated and, in my opinion, underutilized wrestler in the Carolinas. I'm telling you, I'm probably going to get hit for this. My opinion, the most underrated professional wrestler and the most underutilized professional wrestler in the Carolinas right now, here today, is Chris Vallow. Chris Vallow, in my opinion, underrated as heck. By far one of the best when it comes to interacting and feeding off of the crowd, which is a lost art. Uh, extremely fluid in the ring, done a lot of work on his body and on his game, and the guy and his promos are fantastic. So I personally believe that Chris Vallow is one of the most underrated and underutilized professional wrestlers in the Carolinas region. Let's see here. HWA main event, Marion, North Carolina, November 16th. Who you got? The main event is Spotlight Scotty Brooks and Frankie Kazarian, the TNA legend himself. Let's see here. This is a last man standing match, so it's a different ball game. Kazarian's been in some knockdown drag out fights before, Brooks. I know you have as well. But you did beat him the last time. So I'm going to have to go with you. I'm going to have to go with Spotlight Scotty Brooks defeating Frankie Kazarian in the main event for HWA. I'm going to have to go that way. BCW chiming in. What's up? How are you from Massachusetts? Hey, what's up, dude? I got family from the New England area myself. I'm doing just fine. It's probably a lot colder where you are than where it is, but I've become acclimated to the Carolinas weather, so it's a bit nippy out here at right around 50 degrees. Uh, let's see here. I could have swore there was another. Oh, there is more. Let's see here. Yeah, I've already been canceled at least once. If not, I think I'm on my third time being canceled now. I don't know. I got called a racist a while back. That was a couple years ago. I got canceled for that. I got canceled for calling people out on their crap. When it came to podcasting, I got canceled for calling people out in indie wrestling. Hmm. Yeah, that's three. That's three. So we'll make the Washington Redskins lucky number 4. And look, I'm even wearing a shirt that mimics that burgundy and gold right there. I was a Redskins fan forever. So dude, I just I know they're the Commanders now. I don't really watch football. I just started watching again this season recently. And I've watched a couple games here or there just kind of see what's going on. And I like the new kickoff. It reminds me of the XFL kickoff, so I like that. And I'm some of the penalties are still stupid. Like I don't understand all the penalties, but I mean overall, football's not as bad as it had gotten in recent years. I hate to break it to you, but when you mix politics in with your stuff, I watch things that are supposed to be entertainment to get away from that. Um, that's just me. That's how I am. So I mean, that's it. Tommy Scott said, K Holiday, Thomas Extreme is who came to my head first because of their used to the extreme stuff. Yeah. So, and I agree with that. Thomas Extreme is extremely undervalued. And I think people have gotten on board that he is a workhorse and that he is beyond the shadow of a doubt one of the best people you want in your locker room. Uh, I think people have really gotten the message on that in the last, realistically, in the last year. Thomas Extreme has his stock has done nothing but gone up, and I think the world of Thomas Extreme as a wrestler and as a human being. Um, so there's that. Valo's a phenomenal pick. Thank you. Tommy Scott said he's got Frankie Kazarian going over Scotty Brooks. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Same here on the cancellation deal. Yeah, see? Oh, are you talking about the night where I made the cocaine joke? Where I took a it was what was it? It was help me out. It was pancake mix or something, and I like smeared it all over my face, and I was like, I went like that and went nuts with it. Dude, the show isn't a news show. I'm not a college educated guy that does whatever this is called. I just do things and I just say things. This show is entertainment and satire. This isn't meant to be a news style podcast. I'm not Tom Clark. I love Tom Clark to death. He does a great job because that's a writer. He's a real writer. He's a college educated writer and all that. He knows what he's doing on a professional level. I do not. I kind of made this up as I went along, and here we are. So here we are, what, 4 years later, 5 years later, still doing this thing. It just has a name and a logo now. Before it was just me outside drinking beer at my grill cooking and talking wrestling smack, or I'd be sitting in a chair drinking and talking wrestling. There was a lot of drinking back then. Yes, there was a lot of drinking back then. I occasionally I have a drink, but I don't drink like that anymore. Does me no good. It's not who I am. So anyway, let's see here. Those were some solid questions, guys. I really got to tell you the truth. Those were some solid questions. And ask me if I care about being canceled. I didn't care then. I don't care now. Oh, there was another time where I legit showed a video of me with a backhoe and I dug a hole and like, look, I can bury you in more than one way. I can bury you on my show or I can bury you in real life. Take your pick. Um, that's just kind of the life I live. Or the life I lived, I should say. Anyway, that was how things were done. And I went after somebody because they went after me and people that I've worked with for years, and friends of mine. And at that point, you can't come after me and attack people I care about. I could care less about what you got to say about me because you're talking about me. That means I'm getting free publicity. That means people are going to go look me up and find out who I am. And they're going to find my show and they're going to find out it's superior. And there we go. And that's great. I don't care. However, attacking people that don't go on air and don't talk about wrestling and don't do that, to go after people that aren't on air with no viable, way for them to have a recourse with you, a rebuttal to you, is asinine, in my opinion. That's nuts. This is going to be Jordan Holt, Rhett Titus is going to be fantastic. Match one was great. I can't wait to see what they do in this 2 out of 3 falls. It's gonna be epic. It really is. I'm genuinely interested to see how that goes. Where will I be November 16th? November 16th is actually currently tentatively my return to the ring date. I will be in Marion, North Carolina at HWA. I will be there as your ring announcer for the evening, with your main event that evening being Spotlight Scotty Brooks and Frankie Kazarian. So I am ecstatic, very excited for that. I think it's going to be a great night in Marion. I am really, really genuinely looking forward to that. Hate online is still free publicity, Ron. You got a point there. Exactly. It is. It is. Tommy, thank you for saying I have a point. I normally do have a point, just to tell you the truth. There's some of that arrogance that I show on air or in the ring. There's some of it right there. If you only knew what real life me was like, most of you have no idea, but some of you understand that, what you see on here, what you see in the ring or whatever is not the same guy as, who I am when I shut this computer off, this camera goes off and I've got the kids or I've got my friends or whatever I've got. And that's just who I am. You live in Marion. I think I know where you should be November the 16th then. I think you should be there. I think you guys should come out and have a good night at HWA that night. Latest show I have is November 9th for Evolution. There you go. Very cool. I have no idea what I'm doing between now and the 16th. I was asked to work a show in December. I will still promote that show, even though I will not be there. As you'll notice, when I make an agreement with somebody, I honor that. So if I tell you, you know what, I can't make it, but we have an agreement where we're working together, I'm going to promote your show anyway. I'm going to share your flyers. I'm going to share your stuff on social media. And I'm going to talk about you on my Thursday show. And I even offer, we even offer that pre-show stuff. David's been kicking butt with that. He's knocked it out of the park. I have, yet again, I've been away. I haven't been able to make all those Tuesdays and Wednesdays. David's been holding it down and David's been doing a great job. And I am super grateful that people recognize him for doing what he's doing. All the guy needed was a platform. All he needed was a chance. Look at what he's done with it. Look at what he's done in that time when somebody believed in him. That's it. That's all I did. I believed that he was going to be a fun co-host. I believed that we had a similar passion for this industry and that we wanted to carry on a legacy and make something happen. And I am so happy that he is having the success that he is having. I couldn't be more proud of him. Love him like a brother. So that's just how it is. Maybe you guys come early, we can eat supper or something. I will see what I can do on that day, but I will definitely keep you posted. At any rate, it is past 9 o'clock. It is time to switch over, and we're going to focus on that indie stuff that is coming up in your area. So, let's see here. As always, we got to give a shout out. XWW, thank you guys. We are live streaming on their Roku app tonight. And if you're not watching us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, whatever social media outlets you have, be sure you're checking out XWW, Extreme World Wrestling, at extremetvonline.com or search for that on your Roku device. Subscribe to the network. It's like $5 a month with your first week free or something like that. I'm really close to the number, but I'm probably not right. I think it's $4.99 a month. Anyway, also big shout out Redheaded Witch Designs, another one of our sponsors. Be sure you are checking out Redheaded Witch Designs, custom jewelry, chain link, all kinds of cool stuff that they make. The little Lorenzos are still, I think there's a couple little Lorenzos for sale. Either way, you guys will have to check into that. The show in December, it was Travis' fundraiser show, because if so, I told him, have you thought of using the wire to promote it? So if you're talking about Travis Trammell, um, Travis Trammell is involved in it, I believe. And yeah, I know all, trust me when I tell you that I know a lot about that show. But I'm going to promote the show because I'm involved with the company behind it. Community Championship Wrestling has already reached out to me. They reached out to me earlier in this year before they even had a name for the company. So I'm happy to, I have been behind that machine ever since it started. I am happy to be involved, and I know what we're doing in the future. And the future looks bright for Community Championship Wrestling here in Spartanburg, South Carolina. ExtremeTVOnline.com, $4.99 a month. Get your first 5 days free. See how close I was? I was like $5 and a week free. So I was close. I was close. Can you ask me for more? Can you ask me for more than being close? That's all I need is close. Horseshoes, hand grenades. I just got to be close. All right. Moving back into that indie spotlight coming up tomorrow night. CWU returns. Waxhaw Tap House. It's a Halloween wrestling show. This is a costume contest with prizes. All of your favorite horror characters will battle it out in the ring. It's going to be pretty epic. I really think that this is going to be a fun night. If you guys don't know what to do on a Friday night and you're in North Carolina, you need to go to this show because you're going to have a blast. Now, this right here, we're going to be talking about this. Hurricane Helene donations. Items needed for those that are impacted. There's a list on your screen. You can read it there. If you want to make a cash donation, there's Cash App, Venmo. Put Hurricane Helene in the subject. Now, this is all going to be done by Travis Mathis and Tiffany Coe. They're going to be delivering this stuff up into that area of North Carolina that was affected. This is all taking place at AWL Super Clash this Saturday night, October 19th, in the Union County Rec Center in Union, South Carolina. So be sure you guys are able to check this show out. There are all kinds of deals and going on with this. Please check their website, check their social media out. Follow them on YouTube if you must, or if you don't, follow them on YouTube because they've been releasing match content like crazy lately. They're trying to keep everything running, and they're trying to put out some of the better, some good shows here in the upstate of South Carolina. They're doing a great job. Look at this poster. Look at the talent on it. There's a ton of great talent on this flyer. Here you go. No holds barred matchup for the AWL Heavyweight Championship. Nick Fury challenging Don Furio for the AWL Heavyweight strap. That's going to be a fun matchup. And the fact that it's no holds barred, that's even crazier. That makes it insane for these two guys to be doing that. Don Furio is an absolute workhorse. And if you've never seen Nick Fury, I don't know how you haven't. The guy's been doing this for a very long time. He's a very seasoned veteran. He is an excellent wrestler. Going up against one of the brightest stars that the Carolinas has in Don Furio is going to be something serious. Mad Dog Mayhem is the match for the CPW Championship as Jackson Sane puts his title on the line against the Mad Dog himself, Josh Powers. If you've never seen Mad Dog Mayhem, I'm sorry. This is going to be absolutely insane. And I say that with Jack's insane in the match. I can't imagine what these two guys are going to come up with to try to hurt each other, because that's what it's going to boil down to. These two are going to go after it. It is going to be an absolutely insane matchup. The NCW title is on the line as D'Angelo challenges the NCW champion Crucifix. yet again, another fantastic matchup. A young up and comer in D'Angelo, another bright star here in the Carolinas that his stock is steadily growing, coming out of the Palmetto Wrestling Academy down there with Palmetto Championship Wrestling under Ethan Case. D'Angelo has been nothing but a professional and nothing but a a joy to watch in the ring. Fantastic inside the ring. So him going against a seasoned guy in Crucifix has all kinds of good things written on it for me. I am all about it. I think it's going to be a good time. In a grudge match they've got going on, Nikki Chooch and Kid Kush. That's going to be a banger between those two because Chooch is still pissed at Kush for leaving him high and dry earlier this year at the Norton Lewis Memorial. Cooper Housley and Asher Rain going head to head. Asher, I'm gonna send you a form, my friend. Listen, it's called an accidental death and dismemberment form. I would suggest you fill this out before you step into the ring this Saturday night because Cooper the House Housley is a top ranked power slap heavyweight, and you're gonna step in the ring with him. That is a bit nuts. The Soul Patrol will be in action. There will be a Pure Temptation honorary member tryout. You can also catch Buggy right there. Dude, I'm telling you, there's a lot going on Saturday night in Union, South Carolina. Hell, the fair's going on right now. I wonder if the fair's still going on Saturday because that'd be pretty awesome to go to the fair Saturday and then leave the fair and go to the show. That'd be awesome. That'd be a great way to do some family stuff right there. Because you got the fair, you got the rides, you got all this stuff going. Then you leave there and you go sit down in a nice building and watch a couple of hours of professional wrestling. There's nothing wrong with this. That sounds like a great night to me. Also going on this Saturday night, Quest for Gold Part 2, the next level. This is taking place in Manassas, Virginia, as IAW makes their return. This is going to be a hell of a show. Really interested to see who all. I know they covered the matches the other night. I'm interested to see who's winning at the Quest for Gold. So be sure you're checking them out. Fright Night coming Saturday as well. It's Fright Night in the Armory. That is in Eden, North Carolina. So see, look, we've got Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina covered for Saturday. You've got 3 different matchups or 3 different shows you could go attend in 3 different areas. Y'all, you know, if you're within the sound of my voice, you can find good pro wrestling. I promise you that. Beer Fest is coming up as well. Let's see here. October 26th at 7 p.m. You can get your tickets. Reach out to Davin on the social media and he will help you get your tickets if you need help, or you can show up. This is a 18 and up event. Tickets are $25. And there is, I believe that's the QR code for them, but there's a lot going on with Fear Fest. Steel Hammer is going to be there. Lucius Suede, Alexia Devark, Kelly Capri. Oh my gosh, man. How many posters? Ace Montana is going to be in the house. What? Ninja Man. Okay. Ninja Man's going to be there too. Daniel Copperhead. Jay Sin. Dude, I've known this guy for years. I got tied up with him and his old tag team partner. Actually, his old tag team partner is actually from the same area I'm from up in Maryland. So, like, I talked to these guys online and kind of picked their brains when I was first getting into wrestling. The OG is going to be in the house. Dude, this is nuts. There's a ton of people. Travis Vane is going to be there. It's going to be insane. I do not have the updated flyer for this, but I believe this is November the 2nd now for Shop with a Cop. It's Saturday, November 2nd. Jackson County Rescue Squad in Silva, North Carolina. You've got the heavyweight title on the line as Ken Magnum is defending against Lodi. There's a ton of great talent on this show as well. You can see Haas Haygood, Chris Fix. There's a ton of people there. So be sure you are checking that show out. We will probably have more information as we get closer. Running into Collision Course. This is going to be nuts. Live Pro Wrestling, Heritage Wrestling Alliance at the Box Factory in Marion, North Carolina. Saturday, November the 16th. I know I'm going to be there, and I hope you will be too. VIP meet and greet, $40. Ringside's 15, general admissions 10. The Box Factory is a premier venue. You got stars like Angels, Whiskey Business is going to be here. ECW's own Chris Hamrick, the living legend Mickey Richards, Big Country's going to be there, and Caleb Crocker. All this and more, including your main event, a last man standing match for the Ring of Fire Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, as Scotty Brooks defends against the TNA icon himself, Frankie Kazarian. This is going to be insane, folks. I can't wait for that night. Coming up on pay-per-view, November 17th, 7:30 p.m., you will be able to see Death to the Queen, XWW's third annual deathmatch tournament. Be sure you are tuning in for that. We've also got the X Awards coming up in December. You guys will get to see the replay of this eventually after they have got to clean some things up from our award show. I promise you that, because our award show is always I've only been there once. It gets a little wild, so them having to edit it makes sense. You got to keep it clean for the audiences. At any rate, guys, that is everything. I'm going to catch these last 7 comments that we got. Will the Cosplay Wrestling Universe title be on the line? Tommy, that's a great question. The only way to find out is show up Friday night, and maybe you will find out. You think Crucifix is going to destroy D'Angelo? Man, I'd be really careful saying that, because D'Angelo, you've seen a lot. D'Angelo's been at XWW an awful lot, man. You might want to watch what you say. You got Jax Insane retaining against Josh Powers. Okay. Nick Fury goes against Don. You mean to tell me the veteran Nick Fury unseats one of Carolina's brightest stars for the AWL heavyweight title? I don't know, big dog. I don't know. Maybe. I wouldn't go with that. I wouldn't bet on that one. I wouldn't bet on Fury to win. I'm gonna go with Don. I'm gonna go with Don Furio winning that one. The Chooch is gonna make a fool out of Kid Kush. There you go. Okay, I can get down with that. I agree with that. I think Nikki Chooch is going to defeat Kid Kush as well. Wait. You have Asher Rain getting the upset over Cooper the House Housley. Sir, I do not believe what I am reading. I can't get down with that at all. I honestly believe that Asher Rain is going to end up about 4 blocks away at the Union County Medical Center. If I had to tell you the truth, I think the kid's going to end up in the hospital. Put some respect on Ash Rain's name. He's got a lot of doubt against him, but he's got a chance. Hey, look, I'm not saying everybody's got a chance, dude. Everybody's got a chance. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I am saying that Cooper the House Housley will beat Asher Rain. That's just my prediction. You don't care what D'Angelo thinks of what you said. He knows what he did. Oh, he did something. What did he do? What did D'Angelo do? You tell me, Tommy, what did D'Angelo do? I'm waiting. Let's see here. D'Angelo is a piece of crap, and you can tell him I said that. What happened? I am completely lost. I am so very lost. I have no idea what's going on right now. I don't know what we're saying. I'm just saying D'Angelo versus Crucifix should be a phenomenal matchup. He attacked you backstage and never apologized for it. He disrespected your family. Oh my gosh. Guys, I had no idea about this. Unreal. Had no idea about this. This is atrocious. I had never heard such things. I had never seen D'Angelo be other than in the ring. I had never seen him be an aggressive person. I just saw him being that guy in the ring. Ernesto chiming in. What's up, Ernesto? How you doing, man? I hope you are doing well, my friend. Really do. But at any rate, folks, that's the show. He thought he didn't do anything wrong. Well, okay. I mean, I don't know what happened, bro. I wasn't there, so I can't say anything because I have no idea what happened. But at any rate, folks, thank y'all for tuning in to the WrestleWire tonight. I greatly appreciate it. If you missed the show, you're just now tuning in. In just a few minutes, you'll be able to catch the replay and see all the crazy stuff we talked about, and all the up and coming matches that are going on, all the up and coming shows that are going on here in the Carolinas and Virginia market that we have. I do think we did have some Georgia stuff on the rolls, but yeah, man, you showed up too late. You showed up at the end. The show starts around 8, and unfortunately my internet was out, so I started 15, 20 minutes late, and here you are you're an hour and 20 minutes late. Brother, I can only help you but so much. Just hit that share button, and that way you can go and watch it whenever you want. I greatly appreciate it. Uh, but yeah, man. Folks, thank y'all once again for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. As you can tell, David did not make it tonight. Wish him well on the commentary he's working on tonight. Because they are recording commentary for a wrestling show. So wish him the best of luck on that one. And we will see you guys hopefully next Thursday. If I don't see you then, you know where I will see you. And that's at the Indies.